In the busy city of Colombo, inside a tall glass building, there worked a young man named Ravindu. Ravindu was smart, confident, and well-educated. He had recently joined a well-known company as a junior executive. On his first day, he walked into the office wearing a sharp suit, holding his laptop proudly. He believed he was different from everyone else. "I graduated from a top university," he often reminded himself. "I don't need anyone's advice." In the same office, there was an older employee named Mr. Pereira. He had worked in the company for over 25 years. He was calm, experienced, and respected by everyone. Even the manager valued his opinions. On the first week, Mr. Pereira kindly said, "Ravindu, if you need any help understanding the system, let me know." Ravindu smiled politely, but thought, "Old methods, old thinking, I know better." Weeks passed. Instead of listening to instructions carefully, Ravindu rushed through tasks. He ignored small details in financial reports. He didn't double-check data. He often arrived late but blamed traffic. When mistakes were pointed out, he defended himself instead of accepting them. One day, the company was preparing an important financial report for a foreign client. It was a high-value project. The manager trusted Ravindu with part of the analysis. Mr. Pereira quietly advised him, "Check the numbers twice. Even a small error can cause big damage." But Ravindu replied confidently, "Don't worry, sir. I've handled bigger things." The report was sent. 2 days later, disaster struck. There was a major calculation error in the report. A simple decimal mistake had changed the entire financial projection. The client was angry. The company faced embarrassment. The manager called for an emergency meeting. The room was silent. "Who prepared this section?" the manager asked seriously. Ravindu's heart started beating fast. He slowly raised his hand. The manager did not shout. He simply said, "Confidence is good, but responsibility is better." That night, Ravindu could not sleep. He kept thinking about Mr. Pereira's advice, about his own arrogance, about how one small mistake damaged the company's reputation. The next morning, he walked to Mr. Pereira's desk. "Sir, I should have listened to you. I'm sorry." Mr. Pereira smiled gently. "Everyone makes mistakes, son. The real success is learning from them." From that day forward, Ravindu changed. He started arriving early. He checked every detail twice. He listened more and spoke less. He respected experience. Months later, he became one of the most reliable employees in the office, not because he was the smartest, but because he became responsible and humble. In a small, peaceful village surrounded by green paddy fields and coconut trees, there lived a little boy named Nimal. The village was simple, the houses were small, people worked hard under the hot sun. Life was not rich, but hearts were pure. Nimal's father was a farmer. Every morning before sunrise, he walked to the field with his mammoty on his shoulder. His mother worked at home and sometimes stitched clothes for neighbors to earn a little extra money. They were not educated people, but they had one big dream. Their son must live a better life than them. From childhood, Nimal was a quiet boy. If he cried for a toy, his parents somehow found money to buy it. If he wanted sweets from the village shop, they bought them, even if they had to skip their own tea. Every small wish of Nimal became their responsibility. When Nimal started school, his parents were very proud. His mother packed rice and curry in a small lunchbox every morning. His father waited near the dusty road to see him return safely. As years passed, Nimal grew up. One day, he asked for a computer because his friends had one.
The father didn't understand what a computer really was, but he knew it was important for studies. So he sold a small piece of land and bought a second-hand computer for his son. That night, the father looked at the computer like it was a golden treasure. But slowly, things began to change. Instead of studying, Nimal started playing games for hours. The bright screen replaced his school books. Late nights became normal. His mother would stand near the door and say softly, "Son, study well. Your father is working hard." But Nimal would reply, "Yes, yes, I will study later." Later never came. His exam results became worse. Teachers complained. But his parents still believed, "Our son will change." After finishing school with average marks, Nimal could not enter a good university based on merit, but his father borrowed money and used connections to admit him to a private university in the city. It cost a lot. The family had to mortgage their house. On the day Nimal left for university, his mother cried while packing his clothes. "Study well, son. This is our dream." At first, university life was exciting. New friends, freedom, city lights. Slowly, he forgot the smell of village soil. He forgot his father's cracked hands. He forgot his mother's tired smile. Money was sent every month, but instead of using it wisely, he spent it on parties, clothes, and unnecessary things. Classes were skipped, assignments were ignored. Years passed. One day, a letter arrived. He had failed multiple subjects and was dismissed from the program. Nimal felt his world collapse. He returned to the village silently. The same dusty road, the same small house, but his parents looked older now. His father's hair had turned white. His mother's hands were shaking. No one shouted at him, no one blamed him. That silence was heavier than any punishment. Days became difficult. Debt collectors started visiting the house. The land was gone, the savings were gone, the dream was broken. Nimal began working as a daily laborer in the same fields where his father once worked. Under the hot sun, sweat ran down his face. His hands became rough. Now he understood. Every drop of sweat his father had shed, every tear his mother had hidden. One evening, sitting alone near the paddy field during sunset, Nimal whispered, "I had everything, but I wasted it." The golden sky reflected in his teary eyes. From that day, he decided to rebuild his life slowly, honestly, and responsibly.